Welcome to a DropTent media production.
I love that end. It's so abrupt, but it's great.
It's so abrupt.
Welcome, everybody, to another amazing episode of Slapstick Sports. I am your host, comedian Garrett Monaco. We got a very special guest. We got the OG producer here, producer Evan.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, that's him. He's awesome as fuck. You know, in the beginning when it says "Welcome to DropTent,"
That's the voice.
Network. Yeah, that's him. That's the OG. And we got comedian Adam Nuther.
Yo, that's Evan, the executive producer of this whole network. That's right.
Check this out. This show is so stacked. We got two producers, right? We got behind the keys. We got Jesse Pedraza as well.
It would have been funny if the computer was like, "We only see one."
right.
One's our leader. One's our leader.
The computer system only responds to Evan's voice.
Yeah. 11001111.
He's got like an overdrive code.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the computer's like, "Dad, is it okay if Jesse uses me?"
Uncle Jesse. No, I'm not gonna go there.
Uncle Jesse touches me the wrong way. He doesn't turn my knob.
I mean, there are parental locks on your account there. So
that's good to know.
You can't watch porn or Netflix. Jesse,
no.
Netflix, yes. Porn, no. I know.
Certain parts of Netflix. We have a child account for you. It's okay.
Yeah. I put Annabelle Danger and I just get Danger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that a show or something?
No, it's a porn star, but whatever. Continue.
Okay.
I got it. I got it. It was an okay joke.
Now I'm getting judged. I'm getting judged. I'm getting judged by somebody in a Bronco hat. Shut up.
Not even the sports team.
Shut up, stupid.
Did you get it yet?
I've had it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't go out. It's fucking. It's crazy cough time still, dude. I don't go out.
It's crazy cough time. That's a great way of putting it. Crazy cough time.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, you just need some fucking Dayquil.
Right.
And then you're good.
I think if everyone just washes their hands more.
Yeah. And by Dayquil, I mean the porcupine. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, listen to the porcupine more. I agree.
the ivermectin of podcasts.
Yeah, yes.
It works and it's effective.
Right.
And it's cheap.
And
horses.
For some reason,
false. That's a lie. That's
for some reason people get
false.
it at Tractor
40
Supply.
cents.
Yeah.
40 cents.
Computer shut down.
Come on, get the
computer shut down.
Goodbye.
This is fuck sports. Let's talk about COVID and porn.
I wasn't trying to say it.
Yeah.
Wait, like COVID and porn or COVID in porn? Like it's two very different things.
Let's talk about both. What's your favorite COVID porn star? I guess technically I'd be an amateur.
I mean, they're all.
I like how you started.
I know. I was
name.
like, what's that? No, I
Yeah.
just. What do you mean?
Jesse just
COVID
exposed
porn
his sad
star?
life real quick. He had a name ready to go. He's like, it's actually Kevin, and he's also said a dude, which is weird.
He has a whole bit about that, though.
Yeah, you should
does.
search more male porn stars.
Right.
I'm good. I don't even
This is
watch
Burn.
I know you don't.
Burn. It's actually, believe it or not, it's the cure to COVID. That's it.
It's true. You also get superpowers if you stop watching porn. You can fly. I can only fly once though a year.
It's called delusion. Anyways, but let's talk about sports for the love of God.
No, let's see how far we can go.
Yeah, I know.
Can we get to the first ad without even mentioning any kind of shit? Hell yeah, dude. That just died out. We don't even have to do a podcast anymore. Fuck it. But I do notice Evan's got the Eagles background going. I'm stoked.
Actually, he's at the stadium. How dare you?
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Coming live from the stadium.
Right.
It's still bright as shit outside.
It's packed. I don't know why. It seems like a corporate office party over there.
Corporate office party.
I don't know what those people are doing. I asked them to leave a couple hours ago before the show, and they didn't. So
at least they're being quiet.
They're here for Slapstick Sports, actually. Believe it or not. They heard we're producing tonight. We're like, oh fuck.
I don't know if you heard, but Donovan McNabb is our biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that much is true. What did you think about the fact that
the Washington game? Ugh.
Right.
I like to call
So
it the
that
Washington
game
game,
was ugly.
even though it was the Eagles game.
We'll get into some more stuff about the Washington stuff, I'm sure.
We clinched.
But, I'm pumped as hell. Honestly,
Right.
I think this team definitely, as a real Eagles fan, I'm gonna say I love them. I hope they make it to the fucking Super Bowl and kick whoever's dicks are in the other side, but it's not gonna happen.
It's tough. It's tough this year for sure.
We would be absolutely blessed to even make it out of the wild card round, let alone like make it a good game with whoever we're playing. I mean, if we do get here's the thing: we could land the Bucks, and they're in rough shape.
They are.
We're a better team than most of the people that they've been playing, and they almost got the shit kicked out of them by the Jets.
Almost.
Sell Tom Brady. And you guys are the Eagles. I'm not really too concerned.
See, but we're all still waiting on Father Time to come and knock on Tom Brady's door, and we don't know if it's going to be at some point this year, next year.
I think he's done it this
now.
Year.
Who the fuck knows? But that's our best chance at winning a game because they're the least complete team, especially on offense, and our defense is definitely kicking on all cylinders, especially the cornerbacks. I mean, Avonte Maddox and Darius Slay over the last 4 to 5 weeks have been playing better than almost anybody in the whole league. So that, this weekend, don't really care. It's just going to be a fun time to watch the game on a Saturday night. Probably be honestly watching some UFC while that's on. But
who do they play? Who do they play this week? Dallas.
We're playing the Cowboys. Both of the games meaningless to both teams.
Right.
Honestly, even for seeding. For both teams, it's a wash since at the top end you're really early going for number one.
But I feel like you still need to fucking perform against Dallas.
They're going to 100%, but we have 12. We have at least 12 guys out with COVID right now. We're on the list. That we're probably going to be getting the week off anyway. Headlined by, wow, a really happy dog. Headlined like people like Fletcher Cox.
I know they let pets into the stadium.
So yeah, no, that was his dog. I don't have one. Yeah, nuts. The dog was going so happy. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about this weekend's game. I don't think Dallas was too worried about the game. I think most people are just trying to get into the playoffs healthy.
You think people are going to rest?
Seeding be damned.
Are they going to rest the starters? Do you
most
think
of
both
them.
Sides?
I think for the most part you're going to get a lot of second, and then towards the end of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if, heading towards the end of the third quarter, you start seeing some of the third and fourth string guys on both sides. Gotcha. I think it is that meaningless of a game, but it's a Saturday game. Both teams are in the playoffs. Again, there's really no seeding change.
They'll probably play Dallas in the playoffs now.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big.
We could hit them in the playoffs in the second round, I believe.
Yeah, but it's most likely Bucks first, and if we get past that,
dude, the Bucks are gonna fuck your shit up. There's no way Tom Brady's gonna not fuck your shit up in the play. I just not. I'm sorry.
But who is he gonna throw it to?
Doesn't matter. Who did he throw to against the Jets? Who did he throw it to against the last few weeks? They barely had all their starters every single week.
They that's the thing though.
They lost in New Orleans.
They lost one of their only lasting their left targets that was left would be Antonio Brown. We're gonna get into him later too.
That's what I'm saying. He's gone. Godwin's been out. Gronk has been on and off. Evans has even been out, and he's still winning games. So it's like, I don't know.
But they're winning games against the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
No, I don't mean the Jets. They had Evans and Gronk during the Jets, which is sadder. That's my point. They beat better teams without all that talent.
Their schedule. Yeah.
They're
I like how you're still doing
animal.
Producer shit. This is cool.
No, they're a wounded animal, to say the least.
Yeah, it's still Tom Brady though. And by the way, the Cowboys are worse than the Bucs.
So the last game that was actually competitive was against the Bills. Really good game actually. 33-27, and that went into overtime. They got stomped by the Saints because they couldn't do shit on offense. It was 9-0. They then beat the Panthers, which, let's be honest, does not count this year.
Right, they have no offense.
They almost got beat by the Jets, which without I think it was some kind of weird mistake or time mismanagement, they would have probably won that game. So Yeah, I mean they're not. They've been up and down a little bit. I mean they got beat by Washington earlier this year. They were beat by the Saints twice.
They
this year.
did.
Yeah, but that's division games. I don't really count division games ever towards anything.
Well, the Saints have had their number, so I can just say
Yeah,
the Saints has just been like whatever. But like in general,
I mean
they've
also been railroaded a couple times this year. I mean they got beat 34-3. I mean this was preseason, but that's the Titans, and they were not doing shit.
Dude, Tom Brady's not playing preseason games. I don't give a shit about preseason.
But this is towards the end of his career. I don't know if the team around him, especially on offense, has as much talent as we're used to. Because that's been the really big driving force.
A lot of them are hurt.
I'm going to get paid $10 million this year, and then we're going to get all these other guys, and then we're going to get rid of them in 2 years, and then we're going to get a whole set of new guys, and that's what they've already done and with the Bucs. But it's been because they had the guys and they thought, hey, let's literally run it back with the exact same team. Let's add just a couple pieces of people who may have left, retired, etc. But all the starters came back, but they're all fucking hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I don't know.
One with a lot of hurt guys. That's all year though. Again, Gronk's missed a bunch of games. Evans missed a bunch of games. Godwin's been out for a bit.
I don't know about how long it's gonna. Yeah, but still, I just don't think it's gonna be longer.
It's not going to be as easy. I think that's our best shot. That's really where I'm going.
I think I still think your best shot's the Cowboys. Cowboys are super overrated. I mean, our division is trash. Let's be honest. The Giants are objectively one of the worst teams in the NFL. No, they are. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. The fucking football team is hanging on by fucking threads. The Eagles squeak by because they played dog shit NFC East a lot, and we beat you, crazy. And the Giants fucking won that game. So I'm saying it's like you guys aren't good either. You just fucking you're beating other mediocre teams. That's it. So once you guys play any real team, it's fucking over. Done.
He's just upset.
He is really
dude,
upset.
we'll be trash in 2012, bud. I don't give a fuck. I know that. But at least I'm honest, and you guys will get smashed by any real team. And I still think the Cowboys are a real team. I think the Bucs are still, even with all their injuries.
Yeah, all right. We'll see. I don't think so. I think the Bucs can be had, especially with injuries like that.
Right. I like how many non-real teams are in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Like, I don't know.
I also, honestly, at the end of the day, and I'm definitely not a Cowboys fan, they're a much better team than the Bucs right now. From top to bottom, they're not beaten. Yeah,
on paper, I would say on paper, but they're not.
And they've even, especially on defense, have been playing really well. You got Micah Parsons, who's going to probably win Defensive Player of the Year.
No, he definitely is.
I think it's going to be TJ Watt.
It might be. He might get rookie. No, he's going to get rookie.
He might get both rookie.
He'll get rookie. He'll get rookie.
TJ Watt's
He'll definitely get rookie.
Yeah. Also, Trayvon Diggs gave up the most yards of any cornerback in the league.
Yeah, because
he also intercepted a lot.
Doesn't matter. He gives over 1,000 fucking yards.
No, you get more headlines for interceptions.
That's not what I said. I'm talking about actual when it comes to game time stuff. I'd rather not give up a fucking 50-yard touchdown than you get a meaningless pick in the first quarter.
Right, but it's more exciting to get interceptions.
Yeah,
yes, that is not what we're arguing
what
about.
What really matters at the end of the day?
I mean, okay, what really matters at the end of the day is to almost never hear a cornerback's name. That's actually your best bet, is to hear your name a few times, maybe 3 to 7 times a year is what a top Pro Bowl cornerback wants to intercept the ball. And then you don't want to hear about me at all, other than somebody saying you're not throwing to my side.
Literally, they didn't throw to him for a whole year one time, and he had like no picks.
Yeah,
it's like
so
that's how good he was.
That's what you want to be as a cornerback is the guy that you don't hear the name of very often.
You want to be bored.
Exactly. You want to be boring.
Yeah. I mean, even Sherman. Remember that Sherman against what was it, Minnesota? He was just yawning. He's like, "Fuck this! I should be at home right now. No one's throwing me the ball. Fuck this."
That whole fucking way Seattle played though. Sherman only stayed on one side of the field. Like he didn't follow the best receiver.
I know.
Yeah,
but
he
saying,
stayed, I believe, on the right-hand side of the field.
Yeah, but he still locked it down.
Right.
No one.
I think I still think Sherman's a very good player, but I think
I'm not arguing whether Sherman. I'm just saying that's what a good cornerback does.
Yeah, I agree. No,
They're bored.
I
you know
agree.
what I'm saying?
I would like to see him actually go with other top. I would like to see him follow top receivers whole career to see actually how good he might
Probably
have
wouldn't
been.
have went well.
No, and we saw what happened when he went to other teams that weren't as well defensively
That's
coached.
true. Not as good. He's also older, but still not as good.
Well, when he first left Seattle, he was still more or less in his prime, like physical prime. Shouldn't have had any issues. But what did he go to San Francisco first? And that should have been a match made.
Where
in
is he
heaven,
now?
But he might be at home.
He's at with the Bucks, I think.
Right?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I think he's with the Bucks.
Because Brady's like, anyone who can play with me.
At this point, Brady's like, if you can play at all, please, please.
Know what the Bucks reminds me of? Like this, like the last bastion of like players on the way out looking to win another ring or win a ring for the first time. You know, it's like all these like
QTO.
all
so
these
TO, it was back in the news.
TO. Yes.
Terrell Owens.
He might be for Bucks soon.
Yeah. As soon as Antonio left, he was like, "Yo, coach, put me in." You don't know that I still run every morning?
Do you think that was a troll post or is he serious?
Of course he's serious. He wants a ring so badly. Because Donovan won't answer his calls.
TO for the playoffs, if you used him well and didn't set him up to get hit, could probably play.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit with Evan on this. I think T.O. is such a physical like specimen of a person. I don't think he could play for more than 2 to 3 games. Honestly, truly.
No, I think he could play through the playoffs, and you'd have to like really ease him in the first game. Like
he might be able to. There are freak athletes out there, dude.
I don't
He's
know,
one of
dude.
them.
I mean, he was in training camp with the Seahawks. 2013. Then they were like, "No, dude, you're done."
But you also got to think like he might have also been on the way out mentally himself and not really tried as hard. But if he's like, "Fuck it, I'll come back for 2-3 games and fucking possibly win a ring," he might have that mental switch.
When that went down, he was already getting up there. Why go hard in fucking practice when you're already 40 plus as a wide receiver who got fucking whacked sometimes, especially earlier in your career? Like, there's no reason to beat yourself up just to prove there. That's the thing. Sometimes I feel like, you'll see like a guy that gets a chance, but then it's just let go quickly because it's like, he's just old. He's not, he doesn't have it anymore. It's just like, well, yeah, he's not going to break himself. He's not going to accidentally rip his leg apart.
Right.
He's willing to do that in a game. I can almost promise you.
But your presence in practice should speak for itself.
At that point, when you're that seasoned, I feel like
it
should be kind of like understood that you're not going to beat yourself up in practice.
Do you think the Bucks make a play for him then?
No,
it's for
everyone. No. He's what is he, 45, 46
right
now?
Yeah. He's gonna break his leg again.
Yeah, he's gonna break his
leg. I think so.
Yeah.
You can get Roy Williams. So that's who did it. His broke his leg.
Evan, what do you because you're also an Eagles guy and we just shit on each other here.
That's true.
Sirianni. I think he deserves a lot more credit than earlier in the year. I was probably even shitting on him a bunch.
I shit on him so hard before the year started.
I think
I was just like, this guy
crazy that we're in the playoffs with him. Right.
But I think even if we didn't make the playoffs, I would still be like, wow, he seems like he's done a pretty damn good job. He's made some goofy mistakes, but like Andy Reid's still doing that over with the Chiefs right now.
Right.
So like just give him some time.
Oh, exactly.
But yeah, I definitely think that he's got something going on good.
He came into a season or the situation he walked into was ugly as hell. Like last year we were still like, do we do Carson or do we do Jalen Hurts? Like it was just stupid. Like we got a lot of stupid drama going on. And we got into the playoffs, and like that just speaks for itself. The fact that we were able to even clinch, even get a positive record out of it. I think it really, I guess, you're wearing a Sixers hat. It's like really trusting the process, but in that short amount of time, crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's trusting the players too.
Right.
The players are trusting the coaches, but then you have like the ones that were left were like, yeah, I'm going to play real well. Everybody wrote us off, but we're still going to play good. We lost, a shit ton of games in a row. We started off 2-5. There's, that's a season you usually write off. It's like, oh, okay, we're good next year. But you had a bunch of guys who were like, nah, fuck that. We're going to play. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to figure something out. They started running the damn ball.
Right, exactly.
And that helped because we were number 1 in the league for that time frame and running the ball over almost 200 yards a game, if not more. So I think, that's definitely a mindset change, I think. And I think that a lot of that probably came from Sirianni. I think a lot of that probably came from some of the players that were like looking at the thing like, this is my last couple of years. Zach Ertz just left.
Right.
Like, now what? And I'm actually glad Goddard's been playing really well. I mean, he's had a couple drops. It's always been his thing. But other than that, once he has the ball,
that's his thing. He's like, I like to drop the ball every once in a while.
Yeah, likes to kick it off his heel.
Yeah, exactly. We make some clutch stuff.
God damn it.
I'm trying to look up the fucking.
I was like, oh, there's Dallas doing his thing. He drops it. Fuck. God damn it.
No, Sirianni's a good if they had like a rookie of the year coach or something.
Right.
Like that would be him, but there's not enough rookie coaches, I feel like, every year to give that. But yeah, he definitely doing real well.
And that would have went to Urban Myers. Come on now. Stop it.
Well, I mean, obviously one of the best coaches in all of the NFL.
Right. He's so good he's not even in it anymore.
Yeah, I know. He's ascended.
He's going back to the prequel, college ball.
No, he's going back
to
the
same with Gruden. So I mean, they're probably gonna have their own podcast.
Oh, John Gruden
show soon.
John Gruden or Jay Gruden?
Well, they're both terrible, but no, John Gruden. Yeah,
all
right. Redheaded.
I pulled up the
redheaded stepchild of the NFL.
You pulled up what?
The playoff picture.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC.
I thought you were looking at libertarian nudes or something.
No,
libertarian nudes.
No, that's just.
It's just like the Constitution stripped.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say it's a Constitution engraved on a tree outside.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, no, the Eagles 100%. There's still one playoff. There's still one playoff berth available.
Is that tomorrow? Oh no, it's today when this gets released.
Yeah.
Today when this gets released. Yeah. Adam's fucking
yeah.
Zach tweeted about it today. Packers, Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals,
Fuck that
Eagles.
cop that died.
There's still I don't give a fuck about that guy. He did nothing. He just died in the station house. There's still one playoff spot available for the NFC. So
yeah, it was Saints or
49ers, Saints. Yeah, because the Falcons they can't make it. So
yeah, they got a call. They can't make it. No,
they called out of the playoffs this year.
We called out. Someone came up. We just can't. COVID? Nah, we just can't. Other reasons.
So I got something else going on.
Other stuff. Shit's busy this time of year.
Wedding. It's crazy.
So I guess it's the 49ers. No, but the 49ers are 9-7, and the Saints are 8-8.
Yeah, it's just some stupid weird math.
So how the fuck?
Tiebreaker? I don't know, dude. You're the one who
pulled
it up.
Specifying on this fucking web. This is the NFL website, and it's not specifying. It's very annoying.
So here's what it probably is. If they have a tie, and the tiebreaker would be strength of schedule, and whoever's got a better strength of schedule would make it.
Yeah, and or probably someone has to lose where the Saints can get in.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Because I gotta be honest with you, I don't think either of these teams make it past the first round of the playoffs either.
I don't think it does not matter. If
both
of the teams could make it and team up together and be like, get best
the
players
Saints
from
would
each
be
team.
like feeding me to the wolves.
The 49ers have a better shot, I think,
but not by much.
Well, they're playing the Rams this week, who I'm assuming are going to bench their whole fucking team. Right? They're 12-4. They're already in. Why the fuck would they sacrifice anything? And unless they're playing they can't
lose. Because wouldn't you want to knock out San Francisco out and have fucking New Orleans in?
Well, this is the other thing I'm looking at. So they're 12-4. The Packers are 13-3. If the Packers lose and the Rams win, do they get first seed? The Rams for some bullshit scheduling thing, or the Packers just stay at first place?
I don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, the Bucks are 12-4, guys. You're making it sound like they're fucking squeaking through. They lost 4 games. And 2
I know, but
it's like
the last couple games have been dog shit for them.
I think the Cardinals have a much scarier a fall from grace than the Bucks did. Like the Cardinals.
Yeah, but the Cardinals are already falling. Like they're in mid fall right now.
Yes,
and
but they started out fucking. What were they? 10-0. Or the fuck they were?
They were like,
And then-
I don't know,
and-
7.
That's how Cardinals
10-0.
seasons go, though.
Yeah, that's how the Cardinals go, though. Like,
And then
yeah,
once
I
Murray
told
got-
you this in the beginning of the year. What
You
did I
did.
say in the
You
beginning
did.
of the year?
You did.
You
You
did.
did. You did. You
The
did.
Cardinals just do this shit. They just do.
You're right.
You
But
think
I think
they're gonna be great, and then they're mediocre.
to
the
be
end.
fair though, Kyler Murray got hurt and missed like 6 games. And then Hopkins missed like the whole season too. Like they
Yeah, I
kind of
know.
that
They
sucked for
got,
them.
they got, yeah, for
We
sure.
got one runner and my dude.
Connor?
No, O'Connor just got hurt.
Oh, just got
hurt.
Fuck.
Or he's been hurt for the past like 3 weeks.
Oof.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds going. He's been doing all right, but he got kind of hit hard last game. Everyone should go to droptent.com /store.
And pray for
They should go there, right?
Yeah,
Go
they
to
should
droptent.com /store and find our Slapstick Sports merch. We're
Yeah.
selling, we got a hoodie and we got t-shirts. Jesse's wearing
Yeah.
In fact,
his right
Jesse's
now.
wearing the new merch. Evan's wearing the old merch.
He's got the old school merch.
He got the
Believe
old
it or
school merch.
not. Probably
Yeah.
see it's still around. You know, we sell quality stuff. It didn't his sweater looks good, even though it's old school. You know,
Yeah.
it's not all washed out or anything. But yeah, go to droptent.com /store. Pick yourself up an awesome t-shirt or an even greater hoodie. It comes in like 3 different colors each. Everyone's got a size, man. Oh,
Hell yeah.
it's unisex.
Use
so
it
we're
for
very-
a Christmas dinner at a mountain cabin.
right. Wait, it's Christmas over.
Whatever.
Right.
No. If you order it now, you'll get it by Christmas.
Don't say
Or a
that.
summer evening at the beach.
No, actually,
Use
this shit actually prints
right.
pretty quickly.
If you have if you have somebody who likes sports, it's going to be your Valentine. Grab them
Yes.
one of these. It's still fucking cold in
Or-
February.
Yes.
Or if you have someone that has a dream of getting one of these
I was
hoodies,
just
get it for
gonna say
MLK Day.
I
dude.
was gonna
Get
say
it
that
MLK
if you
Day.
guys
Yeah.
support MLK and hate the FBI agent who killed him, get a fucking hoodie. Get a hoodie right here.
This shit's
Yeah, dude.
comfy. It's got quality. Go pick it up. It's on our website, droptent.com /store.
Yeah, dude. It's a great
Yeah.
substitute when your team is doing dog shit. So
It's also a great substitute for happiness. If you're feeling down, just buy something.
yeah,
Let that be your next purchase.
know what else
USA.
can make you happy?
USA.
If you guys go to droptent.com/events for January 15th and get tickets to the pop-in, yay! 2 shows, 7 and 9:30. Come on out. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
go to that
Matt
show.
Himes, Jeff Colella, and James Haliva, and then Neil and myself as always.
Jeff's finally on the show. He couldn't make it last time.
Yeah,
he had
I
a
know,
toothy
right?
ache.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, the Rexy show was awesome too. So thanks to everybody who came out to that.
Yeah, Jeff, Matt Himes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Yeah.
great show, guys. Really love these guys. Really do. All right.
Yeah. Also, off air, Jess, remind me to tell you something before we do cult.
Okay.
It has to do with stuff like this. It has to do with DropTent stuff.
Okay.
All right.
That's very cryptic.
Cryptic on
It's
the
positive.
podcast.
It's positive cryptic though, but it's not important right now.
I love how you can't just keep it in your own head and then tell me later.
No, I can't, because that's my reminder out loud to myself and everyone listening that I have to remind you to say something. And if I don't do that, I won't remember. Brain trauma.
We got you guys were talking about teams that are absolute dog shit going into the playoffs. Who do you think's got good chances? Titans look really good.
Oh, let's look right now. You want to do
Um,
AFC first?
Well, we can just do a brief one. We don't have to go by each, but I guess Packers, Titans, Rams are kind of meh now, even though I kind of had faith with them in the beginning. Who else is there? There's
Titans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Patriots, and there's 2 playoff spots left. So it's looking
the
like
Patriots.
Colts.
Forgot.
It's looking like Colts, Chargers, but the Raiders, Steelers, and Ravens could squeak in. I'm assuming again math somewhere, but this doesn't say. So I
I'm just
don't know.
talking about teams that probably have a good chance of taking it.
Oh,
like actually doing something.
Right, and we're talking about dog shit
Obviously,
teams.
obviously the Chiefs, because they have, Patrick Mahomes is good, like really good, borderline like one of the best. That's like done it in like a really long damn time. I think the Bills, same way. Josh Allen has been sneakily one of the better young quarterbacks over the last like 4 years, 5 years, especially over the last 3 years. He's been one of the best. The Baltimore Ravens, as long as they have Lamar healthy, always have a shot just because he's a wild card. I mean, maybe not to win it, but who knows? It's really hard to say.
Right.
My one dark horse out of all of the teams is it's fucking crazy to say this, dude. Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't think it's crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
Chubb.
I'm saying it's crazy from
Right.
looking at it from
Wrong
the
team.
past.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair
I'm looking
enough.
at it from
We
my
gotta
whole
think
life. Even when they were, 8
All those
years
Midwest
straight
teams
of
blend together.
way
and they're
above
all
average.
orange. It's weird. Steelers
Yeah.
count in
Bengals
there
had
too.
like 2 good seasons in like my entire existence.
Yeah.
One with Carson Palmer, one with Andy Dalton. Like that was it.
I think this could be a really turning. I think this could be a turning point for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I agree.
Honestly, like I think they could. I think now they can be a premier team in the NFL.
They had to bolster up their
And
defense
then,
a little more.
and then
but
my other
that's it.
one that other dark horse, I guess, would probably be the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Still
Dark
really
horse,
well
but
coached.
not really.
Right.
No, it's a dark horse.
It's a
'cause you have
dark
rookie
horse, but,
quarterback,
like,
and you have a bunch
you
of
can never
you have a bunch
count
of
out-
You got a whole stable now of how many
Yeah,
dark
that's what I'm
horses you
saying.
got.
Like it's like
Yeah.
you can't count out. You can't count out Belichick. Like his scheme, the way he schemes up. He's been there too many times. That organization's been there too many times.
This is my exact argument for Tom Brady. You guys are
Yeah.
like, no.
No, because football is
because-
a team sport, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck does that have to do
He's
with
the
any
brains
sports?
behind it. He's like the.
He's
Again,
controller.
let me stress. Tom Brady took pay cuts every single year. If you were to look at his average
Yeah, he did.
throughout his whole career, he made way less than I would go out to say probably more than 80% of the other players that are at his caliber, which I would, within that 20% range of how good you are. Aaron Rodgers made way more multiple times. Kyler Murray's about to make a fuck ton more. Not even just Patrick Mahomes, but the multiple times that Mike Vick was the $100 million man. Just throughout his whole career, there's you take a team that is good or to great, and you can make it 1,000 times better if you have the quarterback making a normal amount of football money. And it's been shown, throughout a really long time that quarterbacks that aren't taking in a shit ton.
I like how you put quotes over normal quarterback money because there's no normal
stupid amount of money.
It's no normal.
But
Right.
even going back, you brought up Carson Palmer. He did not take the biggest amount of money he could when he went to Arizona, especially when they started picking it back up. Like he left enough for the team to be able to play. He was a well-paid quarterback, but they still had enough to pay the other guys.
Yeah.
It's when you get these guys now who are getting $34 to $40 million, $50 million a year. That ruins the rest of the whole pay structure for the rest of the team. You're not going to be able to get a good third wide receiver. You're not going to be able to get any of that. And I think that's what's stopping a lot of the teams. And that's why Tom Brady's still back where he's at right now, but they're limping. Even though they're winning, limping into the playoffs right now, especially with that nasty loss to the fucking to the Saints a few weeks back. That's going to be still fresh for them as a team, especially with more guys
I think
out.
they put that Saints who lost behind them, but I think
yes and no. I mean, you almost got your shit handed to you by the Jets. It took a miracle. It took at the end of the game time mismanagement and a miracle to win that game.
You're not wrong. Well, I think that's just like the Jets' fortune. They're like, oh my god, we almost beat Brady, and then they fuck up something internally where they normally don't fuck it up.
I always thought
and they lose to Brady again.
Their head coach looks like a football. I forget his name.
He looks like a gym coach.
Yeah, I
like-
think his head looks like a fucking pigskin.
Yeah. Well,
But
too shiny.
He seems like a decent coach, the Jets coach.
Yeah, I know.
I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but like he's intense and like they're in a lot of closer games than they probably should have been, especially with that roster.
They were
Campbell's
about to
better.
beat Tom Brady. They're about to.
So many people.
But
have said
it's also
that.
with Tom Brady. I've seen so many games with Brady just pulling it in at the end, like just very much like he's like, all right, this is like he like solves the puzzle or something, which is like huge. I mean, it's what he did against the Falcons 4 years ago. At the Super Bowl.
Just fucking thinking and diming.
Right, but that doesn't always happen. And those losses are the worst, where it's like, oh, we're losing, but we're gonna come back at the end, and then it just never happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
But I don't know. I think the Bengals. That's what I wanted to bring up. If the Bengals are a real deal for like moving forward, and I think they're going to be a fucking scary team for like a while.
Yeah, Burrow and Jamar Chase are fucking electrifying. That hookup.
Burrow, dude, that motherfucker plays. I didn't expect Burrow to be this good. Because when he came out of LSU, I was like, whatever. Because everyone was showing him like smoking that cigar and shit.
Yeah,
that was like my first exposure to Burrow, like straight up. I didn't know anything about his college career. Was he like that great in college?
yeah,
or no?
he ripped it up at LSU.
He was really, really
he
good.
broke records and shit. Yeah,
did he really? Yeah.
Mm.
He just looked so.
I mean, a lot of that too was the guys that he had.
Sure, he had Justin
catching the ball,
Jefferson,
too.
Jamar Chase, and shit. But like, he still had, he still broke a bunch of records.
Oh damn!
But now
Justin
he
Jefferson.
has guys who have been pros, who have a reason to be pros, that have been there for a few years. Even that, I mean, obviously not a Justin Jefferson or even a Jamar Chase, but it can still catch the fucking ball.
Yeah, Jefferson and Chase were teammates, Jess.
That's
why they both. That's why they
I
both
didn't know
do the
that.
gritty. Yeah, that's why he does the gritty too, because they always did it together on the field and shit like that.
Gotcha. Damn. You want to talk about that dump that FedEx is, and how Hurts almost got hurt?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I wish he did.
It really is funny how they went from poopy water falling over the pipes to people
to the nosebleeds of a wall falling down.
It almost like speaks about their organization a little bit. You know,
what a fucking shithole that place is.
Yeah, everything about it.
Everything about it is so bad. And like, apparently, I was talking to my friend. He was like, he went to a game and they were trying to sell him season tickets, and he's just like, "Fuck you."
It's like, I'm good.
I think the reason opponents bring their own benches is because they know it won't fucking structurally fall on them. You know what I mean? Like, our shit is so shitty that they're like, no, we'll bring our own shit.
They just don't trust the shit in the stadium.
Yeah.
Like, is the field work?
Yeah, it's not a slight against our team. It's a slight against the maintenance crew.
It's a slight against actually everybody in Washington.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. I don't know, dude. And now they're announcing the new team name and around Super Bowl time.
Yep. Which I like how they're building it up like people give a shit. Like none of us care.
Not only are they building it up, not only are they building it up like we don't give a shit. We already know, like it leaked.
Yeah.
It leaked. We're gonna be called the Washington Commanders.
It's so bad. Are you guys gonna get a new logo?
Yeah, we're gonna get new everything.
Or just gonna keep with the It'd be funny if they make it like a Comanche.
That's why.
Wait, you said it leaked anyway.
It leaked because they were doing mass production.
They're so shitty there. Like, how do they?
They
couldn't even keep their own surprise.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, we're gonna build this thing up.
To be fair, it's probably someone at New Era because they're like, oh, their shit went into production. So they're like,
pay that
why
guy
is that
decent money? Stop having him fall apart.
I know. Whatever. No one cares.
Yeah, employees are shooting shit out of their mouth now.
But we're gonna be fucking command. This is gonna be such a shitty fucking. God damn it.
Yeah, I hope that fucking whole organization just falls into the ground and the shitty foundation that it's on. And Dan Snyder just fucking bathes in all of it.
Yeah. I heard we might move back to RFK Stadium.
That's a worse stadium. It's not good. Also,
I rather fix that place up and then fucking go back. To be honest, I rather have, dude. That'd be great.
Why not fix FedEx Field?
Have an intimate. No, dude. Fuck FedEx.
Good luck. Dude, that place needs to get rebuilt.
Yeah,
FedEx
that
Field's
place it's a dump, dude.
The walls are made out of boxes,
and it's a dump of where it's at. Like that area.
Yo, I've seen gingerbread houses.
Yeah, we should be called the Washington Bullets by the time we'll
dude, I've seen
your basketball team used to be.
Yeah, I know. That was a joke of it.
I've seen
I'm not used. All
right, I'll never get the joke out. Man. Fuck it. You guys just keep talking over. It's a good fuck it. Gone.
Speeding away like the Bronco he has. He can't get it going. Go ahead, tell your joke.
No, it's not funny now.
No, we're making
it. Say it 7 times. You guys kept
we're bringing a funny environment back in. Come on.
Nope.
Right. Tell it.
I was gonna bomb.
Birth the joke. Birth the joke, baby. Birth the joke.
This is gonna bomb now. What I was
Come
gonna
on,
say,
no, it's
I've
not.
seen better structural integrity in gingerbread houses than I've seen at fucking FedEx Field. But it didn't matter.
There we go. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. No, it's it's really bad. It's really fucking bad. I hate it. To say the least.
We have to talk about Antonio Brown.
Yeah, we did. He left. He left the chat. I don't know if you know that.
He did the Scarface from Half Baked. Like, grab the fucking mic, like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
I love how everyone stared at him. They're just they're like, okay, he's having a tantrum, guys. Like, they've been through it before.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone knew he wouldn't have a job as soon as that game was over.
Yeah.
Speaking of, he does still have his job technically, because in the NFL, because of the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement,
Yeah.
Right.
you can't release somebody who's injured.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And he said his Achilles hurt. He said his ankle hurt. That's why he didn't play.
Oh, that's okay. He's just gay.
So he's getting paid right now.
Gay.
He's getting paid.
Yeah.
He's getting paid.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb.
Well,
All right,
there
well,
you
it's
go.
not
How
like
much
he's
do you want
gonna
to bet he
have
plays? How much do you want to bet he plays in the
No
playoffs?
way. No, Bruce. I seen Bruce Arians fired a guy. He cut a guy because he parked in the spot he shouldn't have.
That's
you guys-
boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that guy
feel
hurt?
that.
Because it sounds like the guy wasn't hurt.
Right. He also doesn't sound like he was Antonio Brown.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
True.
He
These
has
are
a
all
veil of
fair
protection
things.
by Brady, dude. Brady is the one who's protecting.
I think Arians, if because Arians already said after the game, like, he's done with this team, right? You already said it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's just ego alone, or just not to look like a cuck. There's no way Bruce Arians can be like, yeah, come on back and play. Like, there's no fucking way. Even if Tom Brady's like, we need him, there's no way he's gonna or he'd be like, yeah, fine, but he's benched. I'm not letting him on the field and like let this guy run around.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't think so either. But
He's insane.
It's a weird spot. That
Did you guys see afterwards that him and his Uber driver were just like chilling together?
Right.
His Uber driver was like, "Yeah, look what I have in my car." Tony just waiting outside fucking MetLife Stadium with like looking like he's late for an airport.
Yeah, straight up. He they were like a lot of pictures of him just being fucking out and about. Like, and
what do you think?
he went to a basketball game.
Who do you think his first text was to? What did it say?
That's a good question.
You think it was to Uber, or you think it was like to like? His
I don't even
friend?
think he texts. I think
He
just
probably
does,
texted John Gruden.
I think he does like
"Isn't this
carrier
shit
pigeons
crazy?"
or something. He's just bananas, man.
Or he just texted his chick, and he's like, "You wouldn't believe what just happened to me today at work."
Puts it on them, like fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Crazy.
exactly.
I hate football. He does like a 90-second cameo. For some reason, he posted that on. I'm not sure if he posted on Twitter,
Oh, okay.
but the cameo is like 20 seconds.
Really?
He's up there like just blabbering on. I should maybe link that, but there's also I had the chance to go back. You see when he got knocked out in the Steelers, like
Yeah, by Perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying he's like fucked up by Perfect.
that was the moment. Apparently, everyone says
that
changed him.
Changed him.
And not the years of probably playing that position.
That's
either.
what it is.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
It's the one.
Years of NFL.
It's the one
experience.
tackle.
He was a
Right.
dick before. He was kicking the punters
Right.
in the face.
Yeah.
Like he was an ass.
Yeah.
He was a complete ass. Also, speaking of asses, fucking did you see fucking OBJ fucking punched somebody in the butt?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Dick balls.
He just right in the hole, baby. Like
Hmm.
he was like, I think he got intercepted, and then like as the guy was getting up, he just legitimately just punched him in the butthole.
Yeah.
Did he get ejected for that?
No, it was an accident. He was
No
going
one
for the ball.
saw. No one saw it.
He was going for the ball. It's not like he just like. squared
No,
off
it was
the
going
guy.
for. He went for his ass, dude.
Nah, he went for the ball. He just
No,
fucking.
he
Yes,
wasn't.
he did.
No,
He
he
went for the
didn't.
ball and missed.
No, he was
Yes.
trying to fist his opponent.
He was not trying to forcibly enter.
Classic
his
football
opponent's
move.
butthole via fist. I think he just went for the ball. And missed.
No, dude. He went for dude. You could not. He went square into his ass.
Pull it up. Pull it up right. I'll find it. I'll pull it up.
Pull
right
it
now.
up. Look, you pull it up.
I will.
You have a
I will.
computer.
I will.
Tommy-
I will pull up, even though we pay you to be a producer.
Do I have to come down there and?
Yeah.
do?
Please do. Half
I
the
just
shit's
don't
not
know where I
working.
can find it right now.
Honestly,
It's like on something heaven on YouTube or something.
Oh, I'm so good at finding stuff.
Oh,
man.
Highlight
If I was
Heaven.
down there.
Highlight heaven. Yeah.
Highlight Heaven rocks.
Yeah, right.
They got good.
okay,
got
bam,
it.
found it.
Channel
Found
right
it.
there.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you're right. He punched him right in the butt, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he just missed the ball. I'll show it. But he just doesn't know how to throw a fucking peanut punch and just fucking completely fucking
Show
mistime
it.
the
Show it.
punch.
Show it.
I am. Shut your fucking mouth. Hold on. Gotta find the thing. There it is. All right.
What kind of video are we looking at right now?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a butt punch.
That's a
That's
butt
butt
punch.
Watch.
That's a
Watch.
butt punch.
Watch what happened though. Watch. I'm gonna break it down in real time.
Yes,
I'm gonna
he
just
went-
do it. Watch. Shut up.
Went straight for the butt.
Butt punch.
Stop. The ball's he's on his knees. The ball's right over here, right? She's gonna try to throw under it, but watch what happens. He gets up too quick and he's so delayed in his punch, he just misses the punch. Watch, ready? See? He got up too quick and he just missed and punched his thigh instead of the ball. He didn't think he was gonna get up. That's what happened.
That looks very much
He's
like a
not
butt
on your
punch.
team
He did
anymore. You
punch his
don't
butt.
have to.
I
make-
understand.
Can't we just say he fists dudes?
I mean, we can say that anyway, sure.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Let's be real. And I
Yeah.
don't have. It's fine.
It's
Just
$50
not on
million
the football
ain't the
field.
same.
That's not a football play. That's not a football play.
Yeah,
Adam, why are
dude.
you?
That's a kinky play.
You know what? Maybe
Right.
that was Adam's kind of football play. You played football. Maybe that's why you stopped playing football.
Yeah, the
This guy
brain
just keeps
knowledge-
running
Yeah.
around ripping his
they
his
they
pants
weren't
open
doing
and
it
sticking his
correctly
hand
like a
up there.
pro.
Right.
They weren't really stuffing themselves.
I
up
don't think
there.
I've seen it. I don't think I want to see a video of Adam playing. But, yeah.
I just sexually assault all the other players in the field.
Right.
I'm playing football.
Ah,
Him
shit,
getting
he's
hurt and
back.
Him touching butts. Yeah.
Right. Fuck.
Um,
I know
I was
OBJ is definitely a butt kind of guy with all the shit. He's been
yeah,
through.
definitely. Well, he's on the boat, anyways. Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp is ready to break some receiving records, and he's
That's
talking
crazy.
about how he feels guilty. That
He's white.
Right. I was saying it's the white guilt kicking in right there.
He's like, I have white guilt, but not the white guilt you think. I have the
Right.
white guilt for receivers.
Well, he's saying that because he's like, well, these people did it in 16 games, and I'm doing it in 17, and it's kind of bullshit that I'm.
yeah, but
breaking
that's
all
going to be
these-
the case for everything.
Yeah, I know. That's
mean-
what I said too, but I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, it's also like the thing that Brady said, like the records that people are setting now is because football is a lot easier for quarterbacks.
Well, because
and
defense,
wide
is a lot,
receivers.
obviously. 'cause
Right.
they
Defense
buffed
gets
up defense.
handicapped like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, again,
It's a
just go
different
watch-
game.
Go watch highlights of like Jack Tatum or John, or even early Ed Reed playing, or Troy Polamalu playing. You're like, oh yeah, this is when you used to just get crushed corner over the middle. And
Right.
now
Yeah,
you
dude.
can't do that anymore.
No, you can't. It fucking blows.
Imagine a QB sliding during that time. Like, it would be ridiculous.
They were, yeah. I mean, and they were still like, I remember they were still pretty like whistle happy back then, but still nowhere near as whistle happy as today with the quarterback slide. Like they would still throw the flag, but like they let a lot more shit go.
Right.
Sure.
But yeah, the rules change. And
Yeah,
when rules
It's
change,
not
like
really
it,
his
it,
fault.
it brings opportunity to be able to break that shit pretty easily.
That's like with all the Major League Baseball records. Like these were all the records people had till black players started playing, and now
right now the game has changed.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's like the same shit.
Yeah, dude.
It is what it is.
So yeah, fuck you, Kupp.
So in summation, fuck you.
Right? Yeah, you dumb bitch. Fucking breaking records.
Well,
No, the reason why he felt bad was because they have the extra game, though, right?
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, what again? fuck.
whatever. I mean, that's what the rules are now. So, like, fucking deal with it. Stop being guilty over shit you can't fucking control. Like, you know what I mean?
About it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can actually just stop. You can start dropping balls if you want. If you don't want to break the record anymore.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
yeah.
If you
wanna-
feel so bad,
Yeah.
you can just start dropping them. So, like, I'm not sure what you're
What's your-
talking about.
What's your fucking point?
Right.
Big Ben retired at Heinz Field. Well,
Well,
Oh, that's
second
what the
to last game.
cameo is about. Antonio Brown was like, Big Ben's not retiring.
oh,
The person's like, dude, I just need you to say happy birthday to my buddy. Like, it's just like he's like, Big Ben's not retiring. I know. I know that guy. And just like he's
I
driving
paid
back.
$300 for this cameo.
Yeah, back in,
When he's
back
gonna say
in
happy
Uber.
birthday to my son.
Right. He's like,
And now this is just an ESPN clip, and ESPN pays him $250 for the clip.
Right.
Yeah, right. He's like, I need to get my full money back, and the kid never got his happy birthday wish.
That's what you get for fucking relying on Antonio Brown.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
But yeah, Ben's gone.
Well,
Is that
it's second last game, last home game, won. You think the Ravens? His last game is at the Ravens,
right?
You think they're gonna give him a good goodbye? Like they're gonna cheer for him? Like are they gonna do like a whole like, oh, he was a good rival? You know what I mean?
I mean, if they're like, if they have
like
respect,
Dirk
then
Nowitzki
sure,
or
but I don't
whatever.
think it's Baltimore, so you're really gambling with.
It's a division game. They're probably gonna tell him to go fuck himself.
It's honestly the best rivalry. I feel like
I think the NFC East has better rivalries than any other division.
No, the AFC North is
that's the second, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think the Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
Well, I mean, in terms of like history,
yes,
sure, but
I agree in my unbiased opinion.
But it's sure in terms of history, but I mean, I'm talking about like in the last couple of years. I'm talking those Ravens Steeler games are the best games to watch, hands down. If you're a football fan,
I agree. I agree. I would say historically no, but recently yes.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Well, yeah. I love how it's like a negotiation with him. He's like, you know what?
Right. Very considerate.
I'll walk away from this table right now. But
Very considerate.
Can I have
argument.
a fucking opinion? Jesus Christ.
Yes. And then Garrett and I shared our opinions and said you were wrong about your opinion.
We have true opinions. That's what we have.
I'm just wondering. I think maybe the Ravens crowd might cheer for Big Ben being like, all right, bye, motherfucker. And then when the game starts, it's a different story, right? But I don't know.
He should rape the entire audience.
He's like, I'm going out.
Yeah. He holds his ball and just like goes.
Have you seen his hips? They're not what they used to be. No, just
dude. It's so funny how
I think
big
that's what makes him
he got
scary
over the years. Though.
Like, no, too slow.
They were showing highlights of him, and like rookie Big Ben, it was like a tall, skinny. Now he's just like a fucking.
He's
He looks like a guy who just like he looks like a rugged police detective who's like been doing this too long and just doesn't care anymore. He's like, oh, I gotta go out and play football today. That's
like
what he reminds you of.
Right. He's ugly. He's like the Shrek of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He's
The Shrek of
ugly ass
quarterbacks.
motherfucker.
Somebody once told me
Right.
that the world's gonna own me.
Oh, that fucking band fell apart. I'm talking about people falling apart, Smash Mouth.
Oh, they fell apart? Really? They were ever together? They were ever well put together?
No.
Had it together.
Very, very funny. But I'm talking about recent videos. It's like the weirdest live performance I've ever seen, where like the singer is just arguing with the audience.
Oh, actually, I would like to see that.
It's kind of fucking bananas that they would let these people still perform. Like he's like trying to get into fights with people.
Oh my god! All right.
Yeah. Well, they need a new front man. I guess Ben doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
So they should
That's the name.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said okay. I didn't get it. I thought you never mind.
His head's going so many miles per hour. I don't know. That's in terms of football. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
As far as football goes,
No, just general in sports.
the whole Jake Paul Dana White thing.
What?
Oh yeah.
Jake Paul said that he'll retire from boxing and fight one fight in the UFC, but Dana has to do all these stipulations like fighter pay, like collect the CBA for fighter, all this like shit, like insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
And Dana White's like, nah. Pretty much.
I think Dana White's annoying as fuck, but he definitely played off a better reply to that. I think you saying,
I agree.
mean, he just focused on the one thing. Said Dana White, he's like, no, I don't do cocaine. He's turned all red like a tomato, and he's just like, I don't like. You can drug test me that. I want to drug test you for steroids, and then like the list that Jake Paul sent out, he's like, no, you didn't write that, and not bad. I just like turning stuff around and being like, no, you. You know, it's like, and it's funny because that's the face of an organization.
Yeah,
That guy is like the face.
Yeah.
Like hearing anybody that's at the top of it was like Roger Goodell being like,
Yeah.
like, no, you're fucking brain damaged, dude. Like, it's because you watch so much
No,
football.
do
You're
you know what I
retarded.
think it is? You know what I think it is? You have some of these. You have a guy like Dana White. No offense to you, maybe. I guess I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. Who probably
I
watched a
don't want
lot
to
of
get mad at
WWF.
Slapstick Sports.
Yeah, he watched some WWF back in the day and was just like, that Vince McMahon, he really got it. And then was just like, I got to do what he does. And it's like, yeah, but in real life, like, I mean, yeah, Vince is kind of a piece of shit too. Why would you want to emulate that? What?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? But like, you see, because you see it as like this thing on TV and you're like, yeah, that's awesome. But it's like, you do realize it's actually real life too. And it's like, I feel like Dana White's kind of brought some of that in too, just with like, especially the business side of it. It's just super, I mean, it's like almost more than most other sports organizations, like especially ones that want to be taken seriously with the pay. It's just fucked. Like,
no, absolutely.
Like
you're not wrong.
I mean, shit, you even have like lower level, like, you know, like let's say like sprint car drivers making more money than these guys. And it's like, these guys are never going to be on fucking TV ever. Yeah. They're never on TV. They're not even on the radio anymore. Right, they might have a YouTube channel.
Here's the trade-off though. So you can make more money in Bellator. You can make more money in a professional fight league. You can make more money in Ryzen. You can make more money in fucking Pride, whatever the fuck. But the reason guys find the UFC is because no one gives a shit about Bellator, Ryzen, Pride anymore.
Because they've been brainwashed by
that's all. It's actually not true. The fighting level, the fighting is
because of the brainwashing of the UFC saying that we're the premier, we're on TV.
No, because they were though. They were the first premier one. Ryzen
no, I know. I'm not saying that they're not, but they're also the ones that really shouldn't be, especially now that everybody is so privy to the, you know, the fighters and how much they don't make. Why are we still like, you know, pushing this stuff? Like, I was about to start talking about how I'm excited for some of the fights coming up this weekend. Like, fuck, like that. It sucks that like we're even trained to think that, like, exactly what you're saying is, it's like they're the Premier League. The only reason they're the Premier League still is because that people keep saying it. And
yeah, but like, it's not 94 anymore. It's not even 2008 anymore. Like, people know Bellator. Like, we all know this shit pays more. Everybody, the fighters know. They all.
But it's because of the name. It's like if the NFL started paying less than the USFL, people would still play in the NFL because it's still on. It's still on Fox. It's still on ESPN. You got Monday Night fucking football. Blah 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 blah. You're not going to just
where's
leave.
The better talent in the NFL or the USFL or whatever the fuck it's called?
Because of the name.
Right, but they earned that, and then again, if you're an up and coming fucking fighter, yeah, you could make more money anywhere almost. But if you want recognition, then you have to go to the UFC, and that's not the UFC.
All I'm saying is that the UFC is living off of exactly what you're saying, and they're eating so much from it, and it really stinks for the fighters.
I look at it as the other organizations that have to do better. The UFC shouldn't slow down or take away what they do because Bellator can't.
They wouldn't be slowing down if they paid more. If they paid the fighters the same as Bellator and kept all of the fighters on the list, they'd still probably be raking in more money.
Oh, I
don't
disagree with you.
Pays them billions a year.
I 100% agree with you on that. But still, it's still up to Bellator and all these other leagues to be like, okay, well, what are we doing wrong? Okay, our caliber of fighters isn't strong enough. Okay, well, how can we pull the fighters over from the UFC? Okay, well, if money's not enough, which it clearly isn't, right? Because a lot of fighters don't leave.
Well, that's actually not true, because if they were all to team up together, money might be enough, but it's because it is diluted on the outside of UFC. There's so many other smaller organizations.
Well, it's kind of going to that. I mean, advertisement money. Like, Bellator isn't necessarily paying more than the UFC, but Bellator allows for advertisement, which pays tenfold more than the UFC. That's what it is. So like back in the UFC days. I mean, I've heard plenty of guys talk about this. Like fucking Chael Sonnen was talking about it recently, where you would have fucking 18 patches on your fucking legs, on your shorts, and each patch is like worth more than the other. Like, if the ass patch is worth like fucking 20 grand.
No, I get it.
So that's what I'm saying. That's just one patch. What they
need to do is they would actually need way more money, because UFC has even more money now than they ever did before. They would need, similar to what the AEW did compared to WWE, with having literally the owner of Jacksonville Jaguars money.
Okay, but again,
Yeah,
you
but
would
they're
need
still
more
not-
talent
money
ju-
to
But
do
they're
that.
not. But they're not like at a record profit. WWE is making record profits, and they're still
Well,
like,
WWE is making record profits because of manipulation and shit. It's the
No,
same way a lot
absolutely.
of these other
Don't get me
companies are
wrong.
making
but it's
record profits. It's a bunch of
but
baloney.
AEW's business model is, I mean, it's definitely serving for more long term. Let's see how that happens.
Well, that's kind of what I was
You know
actually
what I
going to bring
mean?
Jesse in because that's kind of my point. Is like, okay, well, AEW clearly money, especially money wise, isn't a WWE level yet, right? But it has a lot of respect and way more recognition.
They got daddy's money though.
No,
Sure.
they actually do. I think the Khan family probably has more money than
God, yeah, of course they have more money.
Like,
they
way
have
more money than McMahon.
Yeah,
Of course.
dude, they just
Th-
paid
th-
off
yeah.
fucking Urban Meyer for
Yeah,
that
of
bullshit.
course. But I'm saying, like if the reason AEW is doing well, and again, Jess will answer, or you even will have a better answer probably, but like the reason they're doing so well is because like they also got good talent, right?
Good talent, and also just the fact.
No,
that,
it's because they were able to sell enough people with enough money up front, saying this isn't going anywhere. This is literally when
Yeah,
you
that's
come
not a
with the
drop
owner of the
there.
Jacksonville Jaguars' son, who
Stop saying Jaguars.
with
You're not English. Say Jaguars. I'm gonna punch you in the face. It's Jaguars.
no,
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
Jaguars.
You're saying Jaguar like a fucking Englishman. It's so annoying. Is that what the commies say in Russia? You commie? Jaguar.
I like how you think commie is like an insult. It's like,
It is. It
how
should be.
old are
It's-
you?
and
You
if it
fuck?
isn't,
like, it's just a different idea, you dummy.
Yeah,
Like,
bad idea.
I
That's
really-
caused
I really-
millions of
well,
deaths. But go on.
one of the
Go on.
big things that AEW's done over the last couple of years is also worked with some of the other promotions. New Japan Pro Wrestling. They've worked with Impact Wrestling, which was before them the only other major,
yeah,
you
the
know,
number two.
U.S. based. You know, they've had championship Impact matches for the belt on AEW and vice versa. So that's what Bellator would need to do. Would need to team up with a Ryzen. Would need to team up with a, you know, probably 2 or 3 other promotions because of the
Can I
money
just
involved.
say it needs to be a conglomerate?
It would need to be a mashup of at least 3 or 4 different MMA. Company.
Conglomerate. Okay.
So
I can
yeah,
talk about it.
UFC has a stranglehold on it. It really fucking sucks. These guys need to get paid more, especially for what they're doing. I'm not saying that they need to get paid anywhere close to what, you know, shit, even what a G League basketball player gets paid. But they do need to get paid more. I mean, a G League basketball player gets paid too much as is. So yeah.
Right.
Also, a little bit comes down to also knowing your worth. Like, then don't fight in that organization. Also, like it does fall on the. And by the way, I agree.
They're
They should
all
pay more.
sold
This isn't-
on the stuff that you said and all of your valid
but
points that
that's
you
not my fault either. That's it's on them. It doesn't always come down to this Dana White and the UFC. It also comes down to the fucking fighters. If you're not Connor, which most people aren't, let's get that out of the way right now. If you're not Connor, you're not
Yes,
John
the
Jones.
fighters do need to team up together.
You
and
got to
make
know your
make
worth.
a union.
It's that
100%.
simple. Know your fucking worth too.
Fighters need to make a union,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and that's.
Union.
I mean, that needs to happen in any sport like
They
that.
can fight together.
Any
Hell, it needs to happen for fucking Starbucks workers. Like fucking
probably,
union. Yeah, union. Union's the way.
but like especially
Wanna
for
come on
major
the porcupine,
sports,
talk
I
about
can't think of
union
I
for
can't think of
Starbucks.
any other major sports, like real sports, that have no union for the players or like the drivers or anything like that.
Absolutely.
There's always a governing body, always somebody that's like there to speak for you, because you're nothing as a singular person compared to a company, but a union is. So these guys really need to fucking get their shit together, because yeah, at the end of the day, it isn't just the UFC's fault. It really, because it's been so long now, and
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
we've been
It
at this
does
point
fall on
talking
them.
about the same thing for years. It at the end of the day, it does fall on all the fighters to, like, they need to just be like, no, we're not showing up to UFC
Right.
271.
I
like,
like
sorry.
how we're
Super
telling
easy.
a
Oh,
bunch
sorry,
of
Gary, go ahead.
people. I said I like how we're telling a bunch of people that they need to get their shit together. They all have brain damage.
I know, right?
And you're like, hey, you guys aren't thinking
Hey,
smart. And they're like,
Everybody,
wait,
I know you've been hit in the head.
they're wait, like punch kick doesn't work.
Walk it
here?
off and figure it out.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking know your self-worth? Jesus
Right.
Christ,
How about
what's
you
wrong
pick
with
up-
you?
And you know what,
Yeah.
though, too? You know who really should be pushed for this? The fucking coaches. Because you know who's going to be making because the coaches already make the most amount of money out of anybody.
Yeah.
Guess how much
Yeah.
more money you're going to fucking make more
Well, yeah,
on?
because
Push for
10%
this
of
shit.
fucking 500 grand is a lot more than
Dan
10%
Lambert.
of fucking 100 grand. That's why.
Seriously, though,
Yeah.
these guys, the coaches should be the ones pushing for this shit, because they're the ones to make out the most. You have 10 guys in your gym. You're making money off of each one of those fucking guys. You're making now 10 times more than each one of these guys singularly. Fuck out of here.
You're not wrong.
So these coaches should be pushing for that. And it's crazy that they're not, because it would help too, especially you would have guys lasting longer because you could obviously get health benefits. You'd have guys that aren't fucking literally going brain dead, because that you would have a governing body being like, yeah, no, you're not fighting for another 8 months, even though it's been a year already. Sorry, bud. Like, I mean, like, shit. It's not even a real fucking sport, like a where there's no outcomes and stuff. That Daniel Bryan literally could not wrestle in the WWE because doctors were like, nah, dude, you've hit your head too many times. He's not even a fucking fighter. That's from doing flippy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, that probably causes more brain damage when you think about it.
Yeah,
because you're constantly falling and doing those bumps. And I trust me, I looked into this greatly because all my brain stuff. Scientists say, like, if you played any level of high school football and up, you have some form of CTE. So because the bumps, right? So like take that now to pro wrestling, where even though you're not really getting punched in the head, you're still getting thrown around like a fucking animal. Those all rally your brain. Every single shot rallies your brain.
But you're doing the same thing when you're training for
you're not
MMA and shit.
You're not. In fact, we would only. I mean, I was still fighting in the days of like heavy sparring, but even back then it was like we're gonna heavy spar 1 day a week and like keep contact.
I'm not even talking about the punching of the heads. I'm talking about the rolling on the mats and having your neck flick back.
Yeah, it's still not the same. So like jiu-jitsu is almost impossible to get concussion for jiu-jitsu unless you get fucking slammed crazily. But just pure jiu-jitsu, like non-MMA jiu-jitsu, like you're not gonna get concussion. In fact, even doctors told me I could go back and do jiu-jitsu. Like, so you gotta be careful with it. But like they're like, you're not gonna
doctors
really
hate you though.
What? I didn't hear you.
Hey,
those doctors.
You're talking about people trying to make money off somebody.
Yeah, I know, right?
Adam's.
They're like,
doctors.
yeah, go back to the. Yeah, you're in the American Health. Yeah, go back.
Yeah, we taught him all those exercises.
Yeah, go hurt yourself. Go
Actually,
ahead.
those things he's training on makes his shoulder hurt more.
Yeah, exactly.
So he keeps coming back. Yeah.
Doctors are like, you know what you should do? Just hit yourself in the head with a bat, man. I promise you. It's like a cartoon. It reverses your brain trauma if you get hit too hard.
We didn't want him to get that Bronco.
Yeah.
We tried to stop him, but
Yeah,
he
exactly.
did.
But he moves so slowly.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. Take it easy.
Christ.
Yeah, see you.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.